This is devastating to me. This is the chief's worst nightmare.
A very tragic situation still unfolding tonight in St. Petersburg, where a shootout leaves 2 officers dead, the U.S. Marshal wounded, and now the suspect is also dead.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Jamison Euler.
And I'm Linda Hurtado. St. Petersburg police just wrapped up a news conference. And if you're just joining us, we want to give you up-to-date information on the developments up to this point. The shootings happened just after 7 this morning at a home in the 3700 block of 28th Avenue South. Police tell us 2 St. Petersburg officers were shot and killed, and a U.S. Marshal was wounded while trying to serve a warrant. Investigators say the officers were met at the front door of the home by a woman who told them the suspect was in the attic and could be armed. One of the officers tried to get the suspect out, and that is when the detectives say he started firing. Then, late this afternoon, police tore down that house, and they found a body they believe is the suspected shooter, Hydra Lacy.
Yeah, police are confirming that Hydra Lacy Jr. is the suspect. The Florida Department of Law Enforcement records show Lacy as a convicted sex offender with a violent criminal history. He is the brother, as well, of St. Petersburg boxer Jeffrey Scott Lacy. We have live team coverage tonight, beginning with Rebecca Medina. She joins us tonight from the St. Petersburg Police Department, where that news conference just wrapped up a short time ago. Rebecca, good evening.
Good evening to you. As you can see, the room has finally cleared out at this hour. Chief Harmon came in, and we just heard from him, and he was very stoic, but the emotion was definitely on his face. And he came in holding one officer's wedding ring and the other officer's badge, saying that he just didn't quite know how to give it away just yet. Now, he finally identified both of these officers. The first, of course, is 48-year-old Sergeant Thomas Baitinger, the other 39-year-old K-9 officer Jeffrey Yaslowitz. And he also mentioned that both of these men had very stellar careers with the St. Petersburg Police Department, both of them serving more than 10 years with St. Pete PD. He said a lot about these men, a lot about their families, and of course he talked about the suspect.
Today, he says lost 2 heroes.
This murderer, cop killer, whatever you would like to call him, did a terrible injustice to 2 of my people today, and 2 of the people that serve this community. I feel a lot of anger. I feel remorse for the family. But I think it's going to take some days of healing before we get through all this.
Now, throughout this press conference, we also learned that Jeffrey Yaslowitz, the officer there on the right of your screen, was the officer who was pulled out by his fellow officers and had to be rescued from that attic by his fellow officers under heavy gunfire, which is, of course, what the chief described. Now, Sergeant Baitinger is survived by his wife. Officer Yaslowitz is survived by his wife and 3 children. We're going to continue to put together some of this information and bring you more tonight at 6. For now, we're live at St. Pete PD. Rebecca Medina, ABC Action News.